Stick to your vision, stick to your passion, put the hours, and it's very, I see that just with these three things, the chances of success are pretty high.
Hello and welcome to the Top 30 podcast. This is Gastro Gurus, the show where we dive into the success stories of food and beverage professionals and learn about their journey and fiery passion for the industry. Today we are joined by Roberto Guiati, CEO and owner at Vitalia Lifestyle. Coming from a well-established career in oil and gas, Roberto has joined the food and beverage industry around 10 years ago and has decided to give it his all. In our conversation today, Roberto shares with us his story and enlightens us with valuable insight and industry tips. This is Roberto Guiati on Gastro Gurus.
Hello, Roberto.
Hi.
It's very nice to have you with us today on Gastro Gurus. How have you been?
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here.
Oh, glad to have you.
It's been good. It's been good so far. Finally, Hari is over, so back to normal.
Back to normal, yeah. It's quite like the festivities are still in the air. I feel like people are still coming back.
That's true. There's still a lot of people away. There is a number of open houses still ongoing, so it's still a month of celebration, I think, which is nice.
We're all in for celebration, especially in F&B. That's our that's our season, right?
That's right.
All right. So I just want to start off with knowing a little bit more about you, your story, how you came to Malaysia, the transition.
Right.
I'm very, very excited to hear that.
Right. Okay. I came to Malaysia now 18 years ago. So it's been 18 years. 18. I came down to Malaysia because of oil and gas. Actually, my background is oil and gas. I'm a geologist as a background.
Wow, wow!
So
I was not expecting that.
It's a bit of a leap, that's my background. But as a family, we always been in the F&B industry. My brother more than me even has been in the F&B.
Oh, wow.
He opened and sold the restaurants in Malaysia before me. So the whole F&B group that we are today started 10 years ago when I opened this restaurant, ZENZERO, where we are today for the first time. It's already 10 years. Yeah. So we opened this restaurant 10 years ago, and then and that was my side business. Still back then I was still in oil and gas, so this was my side business and passion, if you like. Then we opened another restaurant called Luce 8 years ago now. Then we opened Roberto's 3 years ago. And then I had to make a decision and say, here it's not a side business anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what I really like. That's what I'm about. I really enjoy this industry, this business. So I decided to make F&B my main business and oil and gas my side business.
Wow.
So I switched the two positions, if you like, the two hats. So I still have a foot in the oil and gas industry, but my main business is F&B by far. Yeah.
And how has it been so far?
So far so good. So good. I mean, at the moment we have two Robertos. We open our central operation kitchen because as you can imagine, and as you grow, you have to make sure that your quality is consistent, that the ingredients are regularly sourced, the recipes are followed to the letter every time. So we decided to centralize our production, not for everything, but 90% of our recipes are made in the central kitchen, especially when it comes to fresh pastas, pasta sauces, all the pizza dough that we of course pizza is one of our main items, main signatures. So we do a lot of it, and now we have 5 outlets altogether, because where the central kitchen is, we also have our Roberto's Pronto, is a dine-in and daily grocery store, if you like. So you can actually buy off the shelf or from our fridge our produce. So you can take home our lasagna, which is perfectly packed, vacuum and frozen. You take it home, microwaved, and it's ready. And you can get the Roberto's at home.
Wow.
So and it's not just lasagna. We do a number of things. So as well as all our pasta sauces are produced there. You can buy our jar of sauces. We can do a number of things in that. Or you can buy dry product off the shelf that we import ourselves from Italy.
Wow.
So it's a grocery daily store, but dine-in as well.
That's a great idea.
We have an extensive menu also there. So it's doing well. There's a lot of offices around, residents. So far so good.
Wow.
And of course we are looking at expanding, but perhaps I'll tell you more.
Yeah,
Right.
moving forward.
Right.
Let's keep the listeners intrigued.
Yeah.
All right. So you switched from oil to oil.
Oil and gas. Oil and gas.
From oil and gas
to F&B.
to
yeah.
F&B.
Yeah.
I mean, oil is included, but not in that way. But so was there a passion for you starting up an F&B, or do you look at it as a business?
Okay. Yes, I do. I do love the business. I have to be honest. I'm not a chef at this level of restaurants. I know how to cook. Sure, I know how to design a menu, but I'm not a chef as a background.
Understood.
So I'm not here to pretend and that I'm a chef. We hire professionals, and we let them do what they do best, and I do what I do best, which is the business side of it, the corporate side of it. So with my oil and gas corporate background, I knew how to run the business here in Malaysia, but in general, this type of business. I knew the industry, I knew the suppliers, I knew the contractors. So I knew the F&B industry in Malaysia very well. So I wasn't just. I woke up one day and decided today I feel like opening a restaurant. It doesn't work really like that. Of course, I pondered. I thought about it a lot.
Especially at this level.
Correct. But you see, it takes a while. When it's been 10 years. A lot of people come here, they see this and they say, "Oh, it's beautiful, well done. It looks easy," but it's not easy. It takes time. They don't see most people don't see how hard it is. How
behind the scenes, what's happening,
the years of struggle or commitment that you have to put before you can say yes. I made it 10 years, so not many people can say 10 years, so I'm very proud of it, of course. And with that comes knowledge, you trial and error, and you get better and better, and like in everything else. So
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
It's like all about commitment and
it is. You must have your vision, you must know what you want, and stick to it. So that's my way of doing it. And of course, we try always to be better than ourselves. We welcome competition all the time. Because competition is good for everyone.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't look at competition as a problem. I think competition is a healthy competition. Good competition is good because the supply chain get better. Because if other demand better products, different things, we all benefit from that. And that's exactly what happened over the last 10 years, if you ask me. The supply chain got a lot better. You can find everything you want in Malaysia. It's not a problem. So
it's
I'm
a very
glad.
healthy way of thinking.
Yeah, of course,
healthy competition.
It's never a problem. You see it as an opportunity. That's how it is. That's how I see it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Wow, you kind of covered most of the questions. I mean, in this question alone, you gave a lot of advice. Yeah. Maybe I'll get more advice from you later.
Yeah, I got more. No worries.
All right. Let's see what we have next. Okay, so let's see someone who's super new to Malaysia and have never tried Italian cuisine.
Yep.
And you wanna give them a description. You have Roberto's, you have ZENZERO, and you have Luce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. All right. Good. In fact, I'm glad you asked this question. Actually, I can tell what the difference between the three of them, even though they're all Italian restaurants, but they're very different, between each other. So ZENZERO, I would call it fine dining. Is our fine dining, even though I believe is a fun dining at the same time. We try still to make you feel like you are at home. We want to give you the Italian experience, even if it's a fine dining. We are not here to make it too uncomfortable, to force a dress code. It's not. Has to be a casual fine dining. I know it's not fair for the place because it's really nice. I'm really proud of our
it
place.
Look amazing.
But for me, that's the feedback I get from most customers that they are very regular. They come here, they don't feel like they are, they have to be uncomfortable. I mean, it can be good, but here they feel like they can come alone. A lot of customers, they come alone, they have dinners on their own, and they chit-chat with our staff. But at the same time, the quality of the food, the presentation, the service, the quality of the menu, the wine list has to be at a fine dining level. So, but we are very happy to accommodate any request. We're not the kind of restaurant that say, no, cannot be done, only our recipe. We accommodate anything. You have children, we can accommodate the request. Functions, we do accommodate. You want a buffet, you want a set menu, you want, we try to accommodate them. No is never really an answer here,
Wow.
so that's
That's
but at the
cool.
same time, it's fine dining, and fine dining must be, in every aspect, quality, service, presentation.
I like that.
And this is ZENZERO. Then we open Luce. Okay, Luce and Roberto's, I would say they are quite similar. I wanted to open. These are the two sides of the Italian cuisine, if you like. So you have the fine dining, which is of course is a better refined presentation. The research of the ingredient is a little bit more accurate. And then they have the Italian osteria style, which is the casual countryside restaurant that anyone who goes to Italy rave about, right? Oh, I go welcome like from the nonna, from the grandmother, right? Or from so that's what
very cultural.
Correct. So that's the experience I wanted to give. Also because I wanted it for myself,
okay.
back then.
You missed it, right?
I really missed it back then.
Oh.
So is Luce, and the only difference between the two is that one is halal and one is non-halal. So
Okay.
Luce is non-halal.
Okay.
So it's a different clientele, of course. So I realized that, I needed to, take care of the other side, they don't go to non-halal restaurants. So that's when Roberto came into the picture. So, but let's say the concept are very similar. Pizza and pastas are our signature and best sellers. Obviously, we focus a lot on pizza and pastas. Of course, we have all sort of main course from fish, seafood, steaks, all type. But when it comes to, let's say, Luce, for instance, having a non-halal menu, we can expand a lot more. So our range of ingredients expand a lot more. So that's why in Luce we have over 70 pizza in the menu.
7-0?
Yeah.
7-0 pizzas, you hear?
And it's very typical
Wow.
in Italy. This is a classic Italian pizzeria number of pizzas you will find in the
We're
menu.
so lucky to have you here, honestly.
So we do a number of dishes that, of course, you can find in Roberto's, but in Roberto's you have a number of dishes you can find in Luce, and so that's how these two concepts came about. So both Italian osteria, very welcoming, very friendly, very casual, but at the same time, the quality of the ingredient. As always, for me, quality is the most important thing. I believe that quality pays always. Obviously, it pays in the long run because quality costs, especially when you are in Malaysia. We import everything. All our products are imported, pretty much. I mean, from the pizza itself, from the flour, from the dough that we make the pizza with, is all made out of Italian ingredients. The tomatoes, the olive oil, the mozzarella, everything is from Italy.
The mozzarella.
So
that's
so
Okay.
it costs a bit more. It takes a bit longer, but in the long run, it pays the most. That's my view. So we don't compromise on quality, whether it's Luce, ZENZERO, Roberto's. Authenticity is of paramount importance. So that's
we have
our
own Italy, like
yeah,
in
we
Malaysia
really
here
try,
right now.
really try our best, and the response is quite rewarding. As we have a
That's
lot of
amazing.
customers there. Now everyone can travel to Italy and experience Italian food there, and it's not like 10-15 years ago that perhaps it wasn't so common.
Yeah, true.
Now it's much more, customers are a lot more knowledgeable, a lot more demanding, which is good. That's why we love the challenge, and of course you cannot please everyone because everyone has their own taste, is a different, especially in a country where you might grew up with a different taste in pizza. You might find our pizza not to your liking, but it's like me judging two Nasi Lemak or two Kway Teow. What would I know if this one is better
That's true.
than the other,
like
right?
from different shop or different state. It's
How
always,
how can I know?
different.
So, but it's all right. It's okay so far. The feedbacks are always good, and we keep pushing and trying to propose and promote something new. Always to keep the customer come back for something new.
That's amazing. Wow. All right, now we have covered the 3 shops. I mean, sorry,
right.
3 restaurants.
Sure.
Okay, let's see your personal favorite dishes at Roberto's.
Oh, okay. I'm very traditional in that way. I don't have one favorite, but let's say if I go for pasta, I love my carbonara. I really spaghetti carbonara for me is a classic recipe that I really love, and I add it quite often.
Yummy.
Pizzas are all very good. I like our calzone. For me is one of the best. Even from Italy, we really do a good job. But we have a very good chef as well. Our chef Ciro is an Italian pizza chef, specialized on pizza and all bread bakery related product. So
Okay.
we have a real master guy that control the dough, follow the recipe, and his recipe I think is one of the best. So like I said,
Wow.
we have Italian chef, executive chef in ZENZERO for fine dining. We have Italian chef and pizza chef, specialized pizza chef for all our pizzeria places. So we don't
yeah.
leave anything to the chance.
Yeah,
We won't
understood.
follow the authenticity of the recipes.
That's amazing.
So yeah, when it comes to I would say Roberto and Luce, I love my amatriciana pasta, my carbonara, the classic, but they are really they have to be well done.
Yeah.
Because the simpler thing, the hardest things to do are the simpler, the simple things
Yeah, the
are
simple
always the
dishes,
hard,
like the authentic,
yeah.
real
They are the
Italian
hardest
dishes.
thing to do over and over every day and every day. So that's for me are some of my favorite. Of course, the pizza, like I said. When it comes to ZENZERO, I don't really have one favorite, but our packery with lobster is phenomenal to me. It's really good, and as well our steak, our wagyu, our tomahawk. They're very good steak as well. But I love the duck, the smoked duck here is. I love it. So yeah, it depends.
It just shows
But-
how like comprehensive the menu is. Like you have everything.
Yeah. I think we
That's-
cover pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. All right. Now I'm just like craving all these dishes that you just mentioned. All right. Okay. So I feel like Italian cuisine is very specific to the wine pairing. Like, how do people know what to pair their
Okay,
meal with?
we do. I mean, the knowledge on wine is pretty good in Malaysia. People they like their wine, they know what they like, and they know how to pair it as well. Of course, we always try to suggest and give our recommendation.
For sure.
Typically with red wine goes meat, with white wine goes seafood. So
yeah.
this rule of thumb, if you like. But then it's not a you can have white wine with steak and red wine with
Still
fish
okay,
too.
right?
It just depends which one.
Yeah.
So it really depends how if you're having a big steak or tenderloin, you rather go with a kind of a full body wine, red wine. If you're having something lighter, but even a tuna or a salmon, you can have a light body, a medium body red wine as well. So
okay.
we have I think especially in ZENZERO we have one of the largest Italian wine lists available in KL.
Wow.
So I think here we do quite a bit, not just Italian but French wine as well. Roberto's and Luce is good. We have good wine. My personal favorites are Tuscany wine. So of course we
Okay.
tend to focus on the region of Italy, but we cover the whole country. So we have wine from all over Italy and of course other worlds as well. So
Nice.
So
not only like food wise, it's comprehensive, also wine.
Oh,
so
man,
people
even
come here
more,
like
even more.
they really need
Oh,
to
if
do
you
a
wanna,
pre-study or something.
you never
Yeah.
stop learning about wine. When you think you know, you realize you know so little.
That's
It's
true.
such an evolving industry as well, and keeping
Yeah.
up with it is quite tough. But I have to be honest, Malaysian supply chain when it comes to wine, they're pretty good. They can find pretty much whatever you ask. It might take a little bit, but they are very much open. That's what I like them. They very much open to request. Tell me what you need. I'll try to get it for you. So yeah, that's good.
That's great
good.
to hear. All right. Okay. Is there something like at the back of your head or something you think should be implemented in the industry in Malaysia these days?
Okay, when it comes to operation, no, I think Malaysia was. I mean, it's very. Now I can say that I find it easy to start a business, fairly easy in a way. That but I know now. I know I've done it, I've seen it, so it's quite easy. I have the network now that allows me to set up a new restaurant fairly easy. The challenge is, as always, all my peers will say the same, is the staffing. When it comes to staff, is always a bit complicated, and that is maybe a combination of getting a visa on time. It is a long process.
True.
It is an expensive process, and that's probably the biggest hurdle when it comes to operation and the F&B industry, because it's not so simple, and but it's okay. There is a way. You gotta follow the rule. It just takes time.
Yeah.
And costs a lot.
Yeah.
That's all.
Every bar or restaurant owner I meet with, it's always that staffing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
we have staff that has been with us for since the opening
Oh,
for 10
wow.
years, and I'm very proud of it, whether it's
Wow.
local or foreign staff. So I'm very proud of that. We really put the time to train them and groom them to the level of Italian restaurant worldwide. So
Oh,
the
wow.
moment they want to live here and work in Italy or work in London or work in Singapore, they know they can work anywhere.
Yeah, they have the profile,
They have
experience.
they have the knowledge because they learn from me, from my brother, which is even better than me, from the chefs. They have the opportunity to learn from actual operators, experienced operators. So they can
Yeah.
take that knowledge and experience anywhere in the world, and they will get
True.
away with it. They will be definitely hired, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
this industry
So-
is very global. It's very
Yeah.
cultural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wherever you go.
But
it's
you
there.
gotta put the time. You have to spend the time on. I'm always at my restaurant, whether it's ZENZERO, Luce. That's probably my only weakness. I don't go anywhere else. Not because I don't
Oh,
want to.
okay.
Not that I don't go anywhere else. But I'm 90% of the time at my restaurants.
Okay.
I want to be around. I love my restaurants anyway. But I love to be
Yeah, that's
around. I
sweet.
love to see my staff and my client, my regulars. I
Hmm.
mean, after all, if you go to Roberto's, you don't mind seeing Roberto once in a while.
Yeah, right. Like you're going to your place.
So,
Wow,
yeah,
that's really sweet.
So
Okay.
but we are lucky enough to have a number of many regulars that are now friends for years, and that's what I
that's
love. I
lovely.
really like that. So that's why I enjoy my own places.
Wow,
So and
wow.
especially you spend time with your staff. You keep.
Yeah, it grows
training
like
and,
it starts to mean something more.
Yeah,
regulars
yeah.
and what it means to people who come here and to the staff, right?
Of course, they
just
feel like
grows,
they
keeps on
know
growing.
you. You know them. So even all my staff, that that's what I love when you go to a restaurant. Right? You want to be recognized. Hey, welcome back. Good to see you, sir. And that makes a difference. It
Yeah.
makes you feel like
Yeah.
you are at home, and that's Italy. That's Italy.
Yes.
That's Italy. That's like going to any home.
The friendliness and like the welcoming vibe.
That's right. So that's why I want all my
Yeah.
staff to really welcome everyone, like they're welcoming them to their home. That's it.
Yeah, I like that. Wow. All right. Let's move on to. Let's just dip a little bit into marketing, the brand image. I know it's a very lengthy topic, but from your point of view, for someone who's starting new, what should they focus on in terms of their branding or marketing their place?
Okay, first of all, before they start branding or just taking a photo of the food and post it, or the place and post it, I mean, I think they have to know exactly what is their place about, what their product, what are they selling, and what it is why do they believe that this will sell? So don't just take random photos of a place and post it on Instagram. That's one it will do, but it doesn't help in the long term. You have to have a long vision. Marketing is never-ending job. It never ends. If you start branding a product, the product may even change a little bit in the process. You may adapt, you may adjust, but what I recommend is to make sure that you know what you believe in, you know what you're selling. Like in my case, I would say authenticity, quality are my two main things. So I want to show that we cook according to the original recipe, that we bring the ingredients from Italy, like I'm telling I am, So we target how we cook, the product, and you will see these let's say advertisements, like say, okay, they're actually selling what they're saying, so you're gonna get the quality that I'm telling you. So make sure that you stick to your vision, make sure that you know what you're selling, and believe in it, no matter what other people tell you. I mean, when I opened this one, they told me, "What are you doing? You're crazy." No worry, I know what I'm doing, and it doesn't matter if it works. It works. If it doesn't work, it's my fault. But I'm not gonna blame others because anyway, I stuck to my vision, quality, quality and consistency. And in an environment that it makes you feel in a luxury but affordable at the same time. So affordable luxury when it comes to ZENZERO. Because of course we don't charge prices that you find in hotels. We are, but the quality I can challenge it anytime.
Wow.
So that's my vision. Quality, authenticity at the right price. In a nice environment. So that's our marketing is all around these 4 pillars. And we keep telling our staff, come to our place, you'll have a great night, good food, you'll enjoy it, and it won't break the bank.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Yeah. That is a
know.
very, very thoughtful
Yeah,
tip for anyone who's starting.
that's
new,
always
you
the
know?
first advice I give. At least it works for me. I'm not saying that is a rule, but it works for me. I stuck to my vision. I know what I wanted myself in the first place, and then if I like it, I'm sure a lot of people like it. You know, but I never compromise. I never change. Oh, this is too expensive. I'm not gonna make so much margin. But I don't care. I rather selling it 3 times than 1 time.
Yeah.
So you're coming back.
Yeah.
You know, I rather selling it cheaper, but the quality has to be there. That I can't get anything like that at that price. So I'm coming back.
Yeah.
I'm coming back. So that's how we work.
I feel like people sometimes are afraid to take the risk and bet on themselves or their idea, and they want just to follow whatever people are doing.
Correct.
And it's just
and then they realize
it's going round and round.
It doesn't work. That doesn't work. It doesn't mean that doesn't work. Maybe it doesn't work for them.
Yeah,
It may be working for
if
you.
it's something you believe in, then
and
sure.
and okay, cardinal rule. This is a cardinal rule. You gotta put the hours.
Of
You
course,
gotta put
that
the
is
hours.
that is a must.
That's you it doesn't work otherwise. No shortcut in F&B especially. F&B is a business that does as well as much time you put in it. That's what I learned. I didn't know that. I learned it. So that's why I'm always in my restaurant as well. I need to be here. I want to see what's going on. If there is a small problem, I gotta settle it immediately before it become something that is bigger. So that's why I like to be around, so I can address
Just
things
stay like
quickly.
on top of things and take care
so
of it.
you may not see the problem because customers don't see.
We're just happy all the time.
But I see.
Yeah.
I feel it now. Honestly, over the years, now is the intangible. I feel it in the air. I look at the eyes of my staff.
Really?
I know that something is not. It's a vibration thing.
This is next level.
Believe me, but it takes time, and you're gonna spend a lot of time in it. So, but the moment I can tell immediately if there is something.
It's like you feel it in your bones somewhere.
Oh
my goodness!
Believe me, I can't explain it, but
that's a gift.
It is like that. It is like that.
That's
isn't
funny
it?
also.
I know, right? I know, right?
All right. Let's move on to menus.
Okay.
Okay, what makes a menu perfect? And can a menu be perfect?
Oh
even?
no, I don't think you can. I
Okay.
think you can try to cover as much as you can, and of course you have to, especially in our case, when it comes to fine dining, we have a very creative chef. So chef must be creative to put together a dish that you won't see, because you can have a steak, but it's not just the steak. The main ingredients are always pasta, meat and fish. I mean, how much more can you do around it, right?
True.
But you try to get different, more unique selection of fish or steak, or the cut of the steak, and the creation of the presentation. So when it comes to fine dining like ZENZERO, the aspect is very important. The presentation is very important. So you never know. Some customer may like it, some customer may not. Like I say, it's very subjective. Food is very personal. So, but we try to cover as much as we can. When it comes to Luce and Roberto's, these are more traditional recipe. So we really try to cover first the traditions of Italy, from north, south, the pastas, which are traditional, like I say, amatriciana pasta, carbonara, rigatoni, pomodoro, aglio olio. These kind of things are always bestsellers.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we go around with the typical. Of course, we are influenced by our region. So myself, my brother, our pizza chef, and our executive fine dining chef, we all come from Emilia Romagna. From the same region.
Okay.
And which is Bologna is the main city of the region, and is considered the capital food of Italy. So we stick very much to those regional traditions as much as we can, as well as Tuscany, because we are close to Tuscany as well. So Roberto's is very much Tuscany, Emilia Romagna recipe influenced. ZENZERO is a bit of all of Italy, because fine dining you can really give it one area to we cover pretty much everything. Luce, same, very much our traditional recipes of our region. So we are quite regional from that. But because we like it. I mean, we like it, and the whole world seems to like it. And because like I said, nowadays it's not good enough to say Italian. Now people want to say, okay, Italy.
It's very popular.
Italy, but where? Which people travel.
People know now.
People, Italy where? Some people like the north mountain dishes more, or they like the seaside dishes more. It depends. But so we try to cover all, but we have a big influence from our hometown.
It only goes to show like how rich the Italian cuisine
Oh
is.
yeah, no, it changes
Like,
in
it's
100
so-
kilometers. It changes completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. So here's the question, because from what I see, Italian cuisine is very popular here in Malaysia. Like it's their go-to after their local cuisine, right? Why is that? Why do you think they like it so much?
I think though, everyone likes Italian cuisine because it's an easy, clean, healthy cuisine, if you like me. I think Italian cuisine put together everyone, not too spicy, not too bland,
yes.
not too heavy, not too oily. I think it's easy to. It covers a little bit the street food side as well as fine dining side. It really put everyone. Hard to say. I don't like. Obviously, I like all cuisines as well, but of course I cannot have too spicy. I cannot have too oily. I'm a bit, I grew up with a Mediterranean diet, so like I said, I like to try. But I'm not, I don't go to
like you don't go too far.
Asian food every week, every day, or 2-3-4 times. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I think Italian food is, but I think it's not just the food. I think if you do things right, like we hope we are doing, is about the experience as well. Like really going in a place where you get treated like normally in other restaurants, in other type of restaurant and cuisine. You don't get that warmth, that feeling of being welcome.
It comes with the cuisine,
I think it's not just the food;
like.
It's also about the experience.
Yeah.
And of course, if you know wine, it's about the wine pairing. So, I think it's a combination of factors. And Italian food can be. Fine dining can be very democratic in terms of price. A pizza or a pasta, doesn't, everyone can afford that kind of food. So I think it puts together everyone.
Wow. Yeah, that's a very good answer. Now I know why. I never really thought about it. Now that you mentioned that, like, it's suitable for everyone, and it's just, it's healthy, it's yummy, it's just, it's everything.
And it's very much like let's say, for example, like Chinese food or Malay food or Indian food is very sharing as well.
Yeah.
You come to Roberto's or Luce, everyone shares a pizza, pastas. So the customs are very much the same.
Yes.
So is. So I think it's an easy choice when it comes to
happy cuisine,
it's an happy cuisine,
friendly.
Generally it's a happy experience.
Yeah, that's lovely. All right. Any future plans that you want to share with us for Vitalia Lifestyle?
We are one I can say because it's imminent. End of the month, we are opening new Central, another Roberto's in KL Central.
Cool. That's
in new
very
Central.
exciting.
That's end of the month.
That will be the third.
That will be the third Roberto's. So that will be our third, and then we got 2 more projects on the way. So
Wait,
not yet.
Not yet.
Well,
okay.
I can say another Roberto's, yes.
Okay.
And then another project.
Wow.
Fairly soon.
I feel so happy because I was there when Roberto's was like, just opening up, and to see it like now it's just expanding. A couple years after, I'm really, really happy and excited to see.
It's good. I
more.
I think Roberto's is the right concept, is the right product. And everyone seems to be happy and with the product and the environment and the experience. So I said, why not? Let's your name is probably now very popular. People are like naming their babies Roberto because it's a very popular name after the opening. I'm glad.
Everything.
I was never actually this is a fun fact. I was never a big fan of putting my name on a place.
Oh, really?
No. I felt, I don't know, maybe I was shy or whatever. I was really but then my wife actually convinced me and said, listen,
I'm glad
she
did.
It's very easy to pronounce. He says it all. Italian.
It says it's Italian, exactly.
So why not? So and I
Wow.
think that a lot of people are actually following. I see a lot of restaurants now with Italian names. So
They're like
all right.
putting the name. No, that's cool. You
It's all
started
right.
a trend.
It's all right.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It's okay. All right. If you maybe we've come to an end here, so we'll just end with a quote that you like or an advice that you want to give.
Perhaps an advice. I did mention it earlier, but I would say if you ever start a project, whether it's your passion or your dream, have a vision. Stick to it. Passion, it is passion. Believe me, it is passion at the end of the day. You must believe in what you're doing. You cannot attempt anything, whether it's a restaurant, anything, I believe, something like, oh, let's try and see how it goes. I mean, that's not a good start. You have to be willing to put the time, to put the hours, take it, good time, bad time. There is no, in the beginning it's brutal. Always, any like I said, no one sees the back of. They only see the end result, but not the what's behind, and that is. But that's actually that's the rewarding part. These are the memories that are really that stays with you. I mean, the good times are always good, but you remember the struggle. That's those are the best lessons.
And that wraps up another episode of Gastro Gurus, where the flavors of life come to play. Today, we journeyed through the extraordinary world of our food and beverage heroes, discovering the passion and creativity that fuels the vibrant culinary landscape. We hope their stories have inspired you, tantalized your taste buds, and maybe even sparked a culinary adventure of your own. A big thank you to our amazing guest Roberto Guiati for sharing his insights and inspirations. And of course, to you, our listeners, for joining us at the table of exploration and discovery. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to Gastro Gurus wherever you listen to your podcasts, so you never miss out on our next culinary expedition. We'd love to hear from you as well. Share your thoughts and maybe tell us about your own food experiences and discoveries. See you on the next episode.